What's up, everybody? It's your boy C3, and I'm back like I never left. Welcome back to another episode of C3 Comics. As always, I'm your host, C3. Before we get started, I just want to, as I always do, I just want to take time to thank everybody for checking out the channel. Thank you for all the new subs. We got a quick video today. What I want to do is I'm going to show you what I've been up to over the weekend. Some pickups. I was up in Middletown, New York. So I hit one of my favorite spots up there, Main Street Comics. If you're ever up in Middletown Avenue, check out Main Street Comics. Really great people up there. They got a beautiful store, plenty of supplies, plenty of comics, memorabilia. They got statues. They got it all. If you need to stack up on some bags and boards, they're the place to go when you're up that way. All right? So without further ado, we're going to jump right in. I got some comics I want to show you, and then if we got some time at the end, we'll pop open a couple of boxes. How about that? Cool? Word. Let's do it. All right? So first up, I grabbed, remember I told you guys I was checking out that Lonely Receiver because of Rockin' Robbie and Dylan's. Shout out to Rockin' Robbie and Dylan because they put us on to this. So I grabbed issue number 2, so I'll be checking that out. Zach Thompson, Jen Hickman, Simon Boland, issue number 2. So I grabbed that so I could take a look at that. I'm actually pretty interested in it already, so kind of excited about seeing what's going on in here. So it's I like how that artwork is going to just pull me right in, so I'm not even worrying about what the rest of it's going to be, because where it left off, man, was really intriguing. It's a wild story. It's a wild story. So for those of you who haven't read Lonely Receiver, check it out. It's a book that I highly recommend. It was recommended to us by, I can't show you this page right here because it does have a little nudity in there. But it was recommended to us by Rockin' Robbie and Dylan, man. They was talking good stuff about it. All right? So Lonely Receiver, issue number 2. I had to pick that up. I couldn't find that issue number 2 nowhere around here where I'm from, so I'm glad I was able to find that. All right? Next up, I grabbed another issue number 1 of We Lived. Again, comic that just flew off the shelf. So I wanted to make sure I grabbed another copy. This too is an excellent storyline. If you're not reading this about the aliens who cracked the deal with the humans to take the children, you can see this one going into a story. You can see this one showing up on a live stream on one of those streaming services. This is definitely movie material right here. So keep your eye on We Live. Excellent. Also, and these are in no particular order, so also from Image, I picked up another 1 in 10. They had them up there for $5.99. Crossover, issue number 2, the 1 in 10 variant. So, I was grabbing that. 1 in 10 for a little bit over cover price? Definitely. Flames. Add that to the collection. And Donnie Cates, Jeff Shaw, they're killing this one. Gotta love it. They got big plans for that. So moving right along, I was digging through the crates while I was up there. So I just happened to run into Howard the Duck, issue number 1, a beautiful, pristine, near mint copy. This is CGC ready all day, every day. And I was happy to get my hands on this. First appearance of Gwenpool. I know my guy, Immortal Biggie Shaq. He's a big Gwenpool fan. I actually have I have that Old Dirty Bastard what is it, full stamp card variant of this. So I was happy that I was able to find the original cover, man, the main cover, cover A. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, I got to have that. So I definitely made sure I grabbed it. First Gwenpool, I only paid cover price for it. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Next up, I was happy to get a hold of this one too. With all the Mandalorian hype going on and Star Wars fans is getting real hyped up. I myself, I was never really big on Star Wars. I remember back when Star Wars came out, Return of the Jedi. I remember when The Empire Strikes Back, all that came out. I remember all of that, but I was never like a huge fan of Star Wars. But this Mandalorian series has like really grabbed me, and I'm really intrigued by this Star Wars stuff they got going on. The Mandalorian, Boba Fett, the baby Yoda, what's his name? Grogu, they're calling him. You know, Grogu. There it is. Grogu is what they're calling him. You know, but I'm really digging the storyline, man. So with that being said, I was out there in the wild, digging in the crates, man. And I happened to find Star Wars issue number 2. You got the first appearance of first Han Solo, first Obi-Wan Kenobi, first Chewbacca, man, and it's in excellent shape too. Check this out. How beautiful is that? You know, so definitely was happy to find that. Definitely one for the collection. Can't go wrong with that. And I'm loving that Mandalorian series too. If you guys aren't checking that out, man, definitely hit Disney Plus up and check out the Mandalorian, man. So far, it's been nothing but great, man. It's awesome. Next up, I picked up because I've always been a big fan of this superhero right here, man. And I picked it up because it's got that Action Comic homage cover to it. But we got Underdog, issue number 1, the homage, the Action Comic. Superman, issue number 1. Love it. Speed of Lightning, Power of Thunder. If you remember, when I first started doing the videos, it was the intro to Underdog that I had put in at the beginning of my video. Speed of Lightning, Power of Thunder. Yeah. I was crazy about Underdog when I was younger. Getting up, watching before I went to school, 6 o'clock in the morning. Bullwinkle, all of that. Telling my age now, right? Next up was another one that I was happy to be able to add to my collection. Now, I found these out in the wild, so I definitely had to make sure that I grabbed them because they was getting a lot of hype when they first came out. So I grabbed No Heroine, issue number 1, the second print. Issue number 1, the second print. And that's just a beautiful comic. Love the cover. Right? And this was picking up a lot of steam when it first came out. There's a lot of variant covers out there, you know, but I just wanted to get this one because I was just digging the skull and the and how he got the needles in his hand. Needles in his hand just just looks crazy. And I also grabbed number 2, so when I read it, I can just go ahead and run straight through 1 and go straight through 2. And I can always order issue number 3 off eBay somewhere. I know somebody's got issue number 3. Can't wait to get rid of it. Everybody just selling off all their comics. You sell them, I'll buy them. I don't care. All right. So next up, and I found these at a really great price, right? So I have number 1 to this. I've got a couple of number 1s to this right here. And I think this is what I have right here now is actually going to complete the run, which was something that I really wanted to do. I have all the key issues to this. So I was happy to find these out there for just cover price and be able to add them to the collection. And that is Batman Beyond, Volume 1, issue number 4 of 5. And for those of you that can zoom in, you can see the price right there on the front. So I didn't pay a lot for this muffler, so you already know. It's a must-have. Super happy about being able to add these to the collection. Yep. And I'm loving Loving the artwork, right? Here's issue number 5 of 6. Beautiful. Man, these are tough to find. These are tough to find. There are not a lot of those out there. All right, so I was happy to be able to grab those Batman Beyonds and put those in the collection. Next up, I grabbed these just because you already know money done changed hands. Property's starting to get a little wordplay out there. Excuse me. People are starting to speculate. There's some chatter going on behind closed doors. So I want to be ready just in case anything pop off. But at the end of the day, I grabbed them because, for one, I'm a big fan of both of these characters. And man, if it so should happen, if it should happen, I want to be ready. Right? Here we go. From DC, we got Batman Predator, issue number 1. Who knows? You never know. Predator shows up in Gotham, it's a wrap. How many of you guys think that they might try that one? You think they might drop Predator in Gotham? You never know with these streaming services they got going on. Batman versus the Predator, issue number 1. I also grabbed issue number 2. And like I said, again, if you guys could see it, you could see it. I didn't pay a lot for these, so it was definitely worth the pickup. Definitely worth the pickup. And again, the way everything is going right now, you never can tell. DC is doing a lot of moving parts right now. DC is moving a lot of parts around right now. So they might start throwing everything to the wall too and see what sticks. Here's issue number 3. So I got the first 3 issues of that. I was happy to have them. Can't go wrong for the price. Can't wait to sit down and read them. All right? So those are the comics that I grabbed. So what do you guys think? Got a little more time? Or you ready to go? Got a couple more minutes? You got a couple more minutes. You can hang out for a couple more minutes. Let's pop open the box. All right? Let's see what we got coming. Now, so for those of you who don't know, which you probably won't know, I do a lot of ordering from Unknown, right? So I order from Unknown a lot. So you know when you order from Unknown, you probably going to get your comics like a week or 2 after the fact, right? So, and I'm cool with that because basically what that does is that prevents me from having to worry about whether I'm going to get a comic that I want. Like I don't have to, and even if it's on your pull list, sometimes, shops have to make their money. Sometimes they might jack the price up a little bit. Again, which I don't mind. I always pay for what I want. I don't got a problem with it. But, just in case, you never know, orders get messed up. Sometimes comic shops don't get what they're supposed to get. I always like to just double down and make sure I'm getting what I want to add to my collection. Right? So these might be a little behind, but I'm going to share them with you anyway. Right? It's kind of like when you order from up there. I ain't going to say no names, but there's another place that you order from too. They come like a week or 2 behind everything, man. It's like they want to make sure that you ain't getting the hot comic for cheap. Then they mess around and tell you that they ain't get it. We all out. Every time you look online, they out of stock. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say no names. Pop these open real quick. Let me just move this tape. Real quick. How's everybody doing? Is everybody ready for the holiday season? You guys feeling the festivities out there right now? Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. I can handle that. Move that. Let's move that. All right, we're going to keep the ball rolling. All right, so the first one we got is King in Black issue number 1. That Peach Momoko variant. That's a beautiful cover, man. Anything with Null on it, man, you got to grab it. Especially when you got an artist like Peach up there. Peach is hot. She fire right now. She killing the game. So anything you can get with Peach up there, and plus Null is the next big thing, man. I don't know. Null might surpass Venom himself. It's a strong possibility because Null is huge right now. Everything Donny Cates is touching is on fire. I know my boy Chillmonger, like he be like, yo, fall back off Cates. But yo, Cates is fire, Chill. So you got to give him his props, man. So Null is blowing up right now. Definitely got to have that. That Peach Momoko cover. Add that to the collection. Let me move this blade before we start spilling blood around here. All right, next up for Marvel, we got Miles Morales issue number 21. And I just wanted to make sure that I got that that regular cover. Because don't sleep. Everybody's grabbing Miles too on the low. I know we got a lot of heat with other books right now. Other comics are getting all the heat right now. But on the low, Miles creeps off the shelf. Trust me when I tell you. Spider-Verse. All right. And last but not least, I got that nullified variant of the Fantastic Four. You got the Thing, nullified. Fantastic Four, issue 27. It's a nice cover. This is strictly a cover buy for me right here. What do you guys think about that? All right. So, there you have it, folks. Those are the comics that I picked up over the weekend. I hope you saw something you like. I'm going to be reading that No Heroine. I got to go back and definitely check out issue number 2 of Lonely Receiver. I'll let you guys know what I think. But I'm definitely all over that. It's a good book. I appreciate Rockin' Robbie and Dylan for referring that book, man. That's a good book, fellas. Thank you. So do me a favor. I'm out of here. I got to go. I got to go have dinner. Then I got to shower, get myself to bed because tomorrow's a whole nother day. But I appreciate everybody stopping by, checking out the channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and as always, ring that bell. So every time I do a video, you guys will be the first ones to know. Yo, sub, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get these likes up now. Thumbs up, give me some thumbs up so we can start messing around with these algorithms so I can get back on track, all right? Listen, I appreciate all you guys. I'll see you next time. My next post, we're going to do something real big. I might pull out a slab for you guys, all right? As always, I'm your boy C3, and we're going to keep it comics. Peace.